Hello, everyone. In this video, I will give you a guide and tips for chapter 8 of my Java book. Chapter 8 introduces multidimensional arrays. In the preceding chapter, we introduced single-dimensional arrays. Now we're going to look at two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and any-dimensional arrays. Now, typically, we use two-dimensional arrays. So here, for a table of the distance between the cities, you can store the distance in a two-dimensional array like this. For a two-dimensional array, you can declare a reference variable and using this syntax, and this is the preferred, and this is non-preferred, and this is the from C++, and this is the Java style, and this is the better. So we're going to use this. Is very clearly you can see, and this is an array reference variable. So this two-dimensional brackets and brackets. Conveniently, and we call the first is the row index and the second is the column index. So for example, this is the matrix of int values, and here this is brackets. Now you can create an array of two-dimensional, and using this is the array initializer. And here, and you can see that you create it and using this new. This is the and this is the syntax. Here is this is the here's the matrix, and we create it and using this new operator. And for this the int and 5 is square brackets, 5 rows and 5 columns. And if you look at this diagram here, we have this is 7. We assign 7 to matrix 2, 1. So here at this is row index 2 and column index is 1. You can obtain the length of two-dimensional array. So using this, so here's the array x, x dot length, that's 3. So that's number of rows. And for each row, now x bracket 0 is the first row, dot length, and that returns 4. You can have rigid arrays. So this is the, it doesn't need to be the same number of elements in each row. So here, the first row has 5 elements, and the next 4, and the last one, so here's only 1 element. So this is a rigid array. Processing two-dimensional arrays. So here, look at the code here. To initialize array with input values, and here is initialize array with random values, and this is the print array elements. And here is to sum all the elements in the array, and to sum all the elements by column. So you can display a number of elements in each column. And here to find which row has the largest sum. So this is random shuffling. So how we perform random shuffling here. And so this is the next one here is how do you pass two-dimensional array to methods? So this is the example here. So here is, we're gonna get the sum here. So here's the sum, you get the sum. So the sum of all the elements here. And this is the how you're going to return two-dimensional array. So this is the get array. So this is return two-dimensional array. Okay. So here's a number of case studies. So here in this section is grading multiple choice test. And the next section is to find the closest pair between 2 points. So here, so you can have this is the closest pair. And now this is becoming even closer here. Okay. All right. So this is the, please read this case study. And the next case study is on the Sudoku problem. So this is actually a simplified version of the Sudoku problem. Suppose we have all the numbers filled in, and we need to find out if this is the solution is a valid solution. So here, this is the Sudoku problem, and we fill in all the numbers and find out if this is a valid solution. So this is a simplified version of the Sudoku problem. And in the future, you can expand it to find a general solution here. It's a given a Sudoku puzzle, and you can find a solution for the Sudoku problem. All right, so let's look at the multi-dimensional arrays. So it's really easy. And so for two-dimensional, you have 2 brackets. Now for three-dimensional, 3 brackets. If you have 4-dimensional, you have 4 brackets, and n-dimensional, n brackets. So that's how this is. What you need to know is really when you declare a multi-dimensional array. So you need to know, hey, what is the row is for? What is the first index? What is the second index? What third index? Here in this scores. So you can look at this scores as this. Here is the first one is which student, so representing a student. Okay, the second one is a student have many exams, which exam? And now in each exam, you have 2 parts, multiple choice or essay part. So that's the third index. And to know all this indexes and which index is for what meaning. All right, so here that's the example. And here's another one here. Look at a case study for the temperature, daily temperature. So you have many, many days. For each day, you have 24 hours. And then for each hour, you have look at the temperature and humidity. This is 3-dimensional. And so that's example. And there's another one, guessing birth dates. And we already have this before. So you can have this using a 2-dimensional array to write this code. All right, so that is all for this chapter on multi-dimensional array. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.